Welcome to From Poundland to Paradise, your monthly guide to all things Walsall FC. I'm Craig Resnick-Hansen. He's Joe Cheeseman, and today we're talking about August 2024. Let's get straight into it. So, Joey, before we get into the results of August 2024, the glorious results, let's just finish up on the transfer window and do a quick ins and outs, and we'll talk in more detail about some of these players in the coming minutes. But let's talk about who we brought in. So, Uncle Albert Adoma on a free from QPR, already looking
amazing.
Yeah, quality.
Unbelievable, yeah. At this level, like, just outshines anyone, really, in any position.
We knew the quality he had, and it's been outrageous.
Yeah, I was, I'm overshooting it, but yeah, today, I don't know why he was in, but let's not get into that. We can get into that later, but yeah.
We just came back from the Cheltenham game.
Yeah.
Straight to the studio from the best cot, and we'll get into that in a little while. But yeah, no Adoma. We don't know if he's picked up a knock or if he just, there's so much depth, maybe they just thought he's not got a place on the bench today. But anyway, Joshua Gordon comes back on a permanent free from Burton. Very good piece of business. Joining him from Burton is Lakin, also on a free.
Yeah.
Goalkeeper Hornby comes in on a free from Colchester. He's played the cup games, hasn't he, that we've won?
Yeah.
He hasn't necessarily put a foot wrong, but
nothing.
He hasn't also done anything particularly amazing, but you know, it looks like he could be a decent backup for us. Barrett coming in on a free from Filed, is it? Or Flied? I never know.
Flied.
It's definitely Flied.
I think it's Flied, yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I don't know why it always confuses me, but
yeah, I think that's a great sign. I mean, at the start, obviously, it was just like, non-league. I don't know what to. Obviously, he's rated down there, but you don't know what he's going to do in League Two. But yeah, incredible player.
What a pickup he looks like. He looks like. I'm surprised. Again, I don't know. I can't believe we got him. There must have been other clubs looking at him.
Yeah, it must have been. It must have been a kind of battle, to be fair. I don't know, because if they weren't, then that just shows how good we've been in this recruitment period, really.
Well, it has been an amazing.
It has been great,
period.
But yeah,
it's been a brilliant.
I think
summer.
there's actually something special going on, really.
There's been a few coups in there. Another one is bringing back Akagbue from Stoke on a permanent.
Yeah.
Again, I thought when that happened early in the window, I thought that is a coup. Like, honestly, there must have been other teams who wanted him. He was brilliant for us last season.
That's what I mean. I thought Stoke would have wanted to keep him.
I thought Stoke might have sent him out on loan to League One.
Yeah. Put him in League One.
Let him climb up to the Championship eventually. But
exactly. But yeah, I don't know.
Their loss is our gain.
Strange, but yeah.
We still haven't seen anything from Reyes Cleary coming in on loan from West Brom. We saw him running up and down the touchline, warming up as a sub today, but did not get on the pitch. But by all accounts, should be decent.
Yeah.
Simkin is already becoming a bit of a club legend, to be fair.
Yeah,
he had a great game today.
Brilliant game.
He was giving a few little cheeky smiles to us behind the goal when he was sort of lying on the ball at the end of the game to waste the last few seconds. He looks like he's loving life.
Oh, definitely. Man.
On loan from Stoke. Another loan from Stoke, of course.
Yeah, Stoke, we're doing good business with her.
We are.
Definitely close with them, and it's a good partnership.
We've got a brilliant relationship with them because now we've got a Akagbue on a permanent from them, Simkin coming on loan, and Nathan Lowe's coming on loan. 3 goals in 2 games, including 2 against a team that were in the Premier League about 4 years ago.
Exactly, man.
He looks
unbelievable.
Like he's going to be another Draper for sure.
Crazy talented.
I really hope, unlike Draper, because it was Lincoln, League One, I hope that no matter how good he does, Stoke won't pull the trigger at January because they're in the Championship, so they can afford to leave him out all season.
Unless they absolutely shit themselves, basically, then bbecause Christmas, then we're fine. Surely,
we should be keeping an eye on, and honestly, we should be hoping they do well.
Yeah, we should. Yeah,
because if they take away Simkin and Lowe halfway through the season for their depth or whatever, it might not mean anything to them, but it could cripple us.
It could, that could mean a lot.
Then again, we've got a lot of depth, so I think we could live without anyone right now.
Yeah,
but hopefully we won't have to. We comes in from Drogheda. We did sign him a year ago and then loan him back to them, but now he actually comes into the fold. He's played a bit in the cup. Looks good.
Yeah, really good. Yeah.
Like
really
the look
good
of him.
From the small bits I've seen, but yeah.
And on deadline day, we brought in George Hall on loan from Blues. He's played a fair bit for them in the Championship.
Yeah, I thought that was very interesting.
So I think that is very promising, and I think hopefully we might see a bit of him. It looks like, as we'll come on to in a bit, it looks like if Gordon's going to miss some time and Lakin's going to move out to left wing back, then possibly there could be an opening for Hall
Yeah.
in that CAM role where Lakin normally would be.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Hopefully we'll see him.
That could be the case, but yeah, we'll get onto that later as well, what happened today. But yeah.
To summarise the outgoings, Hutch went to Bristol Rovers for 300k, as we know. At the time felt like a big blow, but to be honest, after the business we've done, I feel like I've already forgotten about it.
Crazy, yeah.
Knowles goes on a free, drops down to Forest Green. Evo, who we saw today, moves on a free to Cheltenham. He got some lovely stick today, including from us, which was glorious. And I think he'll probably be not really shining at Mickey Flynn's Cheltenham because I think they're going to have a really rough season with him in charge.
Yeah, they literally had nothing for us except for the goal. And one shot. No, they had one shot and Simkin made an amazing save.
Yeah.
And yeah, that was it. So yeah, he's going to struggle, but
not going to miss Evo. He did all right for it. He did
definitely.
well for us for a bit there, but then last season he was just having mare after mare. So it's kind of it's a good thing that he's gone. Mene Yese goes on a free to Aldershot. Means nothing. Riley goes to Flyde. On a free. Jacko goes to Barnsley. Joe Folks drops down to Kiddie. That was very surprising.
Jacko was a big loss, yeah. And
Jacko was a big loss.
Surprising, obviously. We've gone over this in the other one.
And DJT goes on loan to Drogheda.
But their season ends in November, I've heard.
Yeah. Oh, brilliant. So we could have him back for the second half of the season, especially if we need him.
Yeah, that'd be really good.
And Aramide Ote is released and is currently without a club, I think.
No way.
Which is surprising because I think he's decent. I think he would have something to offer in League Two or at the very least in National League.
Yeah,
but anyway,
really
I think it's been a great window. Most of them players who've come in have hit the ground running, and I think the squad building and the recruitment from the team has been fantastic. What are your overall thoughts on the business we've done this summer now that the dust has actually settled and deadline day is completely behind us?
Yeah, I can't fault it really. Cannot fault it. I mean, we saw
I'd say it's like a
Gordon.
cup of Hennessy.
It's like a cup of Hennessy, just pure quality, you know what I mean?
Just quality.
Quality throughout, you know what I mean? And toasting to today. But yeah, when we saw Liam Gordon go off, that was when we said, we could have done with some support there. But apart from that, I can't complain with the transfer window. It was amazing. Really good. And nice to have something on deadline day as well that nobody really expected. I think everyone thought it was done. No one was calling for, sign someone. It was after Lowe came in, it was like, whoa, we're done, you know what I mean? Happy days.
Lovely bit of extra.
Yeah.
Wasn't needed, but was a nice little cherry on top.
Even more depth.
And now I think we have a fantastic squad that is definitely in the top 7 squads in the league.
100%.
So there really is no excuse to not be pushing for promotion this year. But let's go on to the results because we are pushing for promotion. In August, there were 7 games because technically there was that friendly at the start on the 3rd, a 0-0 draw away at Solihull. We'll move on from that swiftly. On August 10th, we began our campaign at home to Morecambe with a 1-0 win.
That was Alan, wasn't it?
That was,
we went to that, obviously.
And we went to that, obviously.
That was great, man. That was
season ticket holders and all that.
Ooh.
August 13th, we began our heroic League Cup run at home to Exeter, 1-0 draw and a 4-3 win on pens. After Gordon missed that pen, I thought we were going to be like same old.
One of them nights, yeah.
Going out in the cup early.
Yeah.
Because this is the kind of cup where a team like us could go far and do a bit of a fairy tale thing. We've seen it done many, many times by teams smaller than us. If any, look at Bradford over the years, Wimbledon have done it. Yep. So I thought, okay, it's going to be, depressing. Gordon misses the penalty. But then, in the end...
Amazing. Delight in the end. I mean, it wasn't the perfect game, but again, a League One club, so you can't complain.
No, you can't.
For the win, definitely.
You definitely can't complain about August 17th away at Swindon, one of our oldest enemies. One of our more recent nemesis.
Rivals after that
4-0 win away.
4-0, man.
I mean,
felt so good.
Unreal scenes, really. Probably one of the best results we've picked up since I moved back from Spain 5 years ago.
Yeah, probably, yeah. Except for that first day of the season that I went to with Fozzie when we 4-0'd Harrogate or whoever it was.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, man. That Swindon win was amazing. I just watched the highlights again as well, and I could watch those highlights all day. It's just, it's beautiful.
But then on August 24th, the only low light of August was a 1-0 away loss against Tranmere. But we said Tranmere are looking decent, so that loss really doesn't look that bad.
Pretty sure they're in because the table at the moment, not that it matters, but Gillingham have got
10.
Yep. And everyone from 2 to 6, I think, which is us to 6. I'm pretty sure Tranmere are in there.
In the 9, in the group of 9.
They're just really well organised and just a hard team to play against, it seems.
Yeah.
I mean, it shows that, we didn't get dogged by them, you know what I mean? 1-0.
No.
They got one past us and we just couldn't break them down.
It was a bit of a flat game.
Happen, but
the problem is that in the past 5 years, that's been pretty much every game. And you can't say that's the case now. We had one dodgy game in August where it was a bit boring, came out on with a 1-0 loss. But other than that, it's been very exciting, very good.
Yep.
And
Loads
that continued on.
Loads of clean sheets, actually.
August the 27th, which was that this Tuesday? Or this Wednesday or Thursday? It was this week.
Yeah, it was this
week. If today is the 31st, we're recording this on the 31st of August. Then the 27th was Tuesday.
That's weird, yeah. It feels like a while ago.
And a 3-2 home win against Huddersfield, who are not only a League One club, but really they're at least a Championship club.
Exactly.
And in very recent history, they've been a Premier League club. That was unbelievable. And they were playing their real players. I mean, Karoma was playing. He scored the goal, didn't he, I think?
Can't remember.
Josh Karoma, is that his name?
But they didn't have much for us either.
We played really well.
We kind of dominated them, and they were amazing on the break, obviously, because they've got more quality, as they would be, you know what I mean? They're going to be better on the break, and that's how they got their goals. But then to come back, to not lose your spirit after you're already the underdog, and you've got 2 goals against you, and you still go back to get 3-2. That was that's probably, even though we didn't even fucking go, we should have definitely gone. Because obviously we were going today. We thought,
anyone who was there, you saw something really special. Probably one of the best performances we've put. Genuinely one of the best performances we've put in years.
Absolutely good.
Against a much superior club and team. We came from 2 down to win 3-2. Because like you said, I actually thought we were playing well. And then when they got their second one, I just thought, it's going to be one of them where we deserve better than this, but we're going to lose 2-0, even though really we were in this game.
And it's just the cup. Let's move on type thing. Blah, blah.
But no.
But then, incredible stuff.
Nathan Lowe with 2 goals.
And then Liam Gordon. Beautiful, man.
Unbelievable stuff. Beautiful. And that brings us on to today. 2-1 win against Walsall FC 2.0 Reject. The next gen Walsall FC, the regen Walsall FC.
Oh, man.
Mickey Flynn in the dugout. He has not got a clue.
To be fair, Flynn didn't get any stick, and Kinsella got a nice
Kinsella got a deserved bit of love when he was warming up down the corner flag.
Owen got absolutely dogged on.
Miller got a bit of abuse, which I'm fine with. Evo got tons of abuse, which was hilarious.
I thought Miller was useless anyway, but... And
Flynn, I mean, if he carries on the way he's going, I'd say this has got to be his last job in League 2.
Yeah, he ain't going to get...
Unless
one's going to get
at Newport, his club.
Yeah.
With all his mates,
he might go back there
terrible.
if they go down. No, they're not doing too bad.
But 2-1, completely in control. In the first half, we should have scored multiple times.
Yeah, they had nothing.
When we went in 0-0, we were like,
yeah, it feels like this could be a shitty day. It's going to
be another 0-0 or a 1-0 loss or something.
Got some food, and then they scored. Obviously, when we're not watching.
Well, luckily, I managed to see it.
Oh yeah,
when I ordered my chips, they were like, "It's going to take 5 minutes." Like, okay, cool. Go to the guardrail at the front, watch the game from the corner flag until the chips are ready. And then I saw Alan whipping on his left foot just from the edge of the box. A lovely ball to the back post. Someone headed it back across, probably Matt, but I wasn't remember. That part I didn't really see. And then
just about ran out at that point.
Lowe.
Yeah, Lowe got on the end of it.
Scored into the empty net.
Yeah. Oh, it was beautiful.
From about 5 yards out, and it was fantastic. And then we got our second. I love the little flick finish from Matt. A kind of similar thing, like a nice move, and then like a fairly open goal, flicks it in.
Oh, yeah.
And then
sadly,
they got a little back post, little fake goal from Miller at the end, and they actually thought they had a chance.
Never.
Flynn thought he had a chance.
But apart from that goal, and apart from the shot that Sinkin saved, that was it. That's all they had all game, and we were just throwing it in constantly and dominating the play.
Absolute rotters.
Yeah, it was sick. It was a good game.
We are Football Club de Warsaw. I think we are by far the best team in this league, and there's only a matter of time before we absolutely bulldoze it. Seriously, we're looking great.
We are looking great. It's just them three guys that went off. Obviously, we got Josh Gordon.
Oh yeah,
Oshie McKenzie and Liam Gordon. That's
So
That's
it started
scary,
off
man.
with Gordon
That's scary.
looking like he pulled his hamstring, unchallenged. It's never good when it looks like that.
I know, man.
I mean, he left on his feet, but
he was
you would do with a hamstring.
someone put him through, didn't he? And then he was like, "Oh yeah," and then he stopped, and we were like, "What?" And then he's obviously, "Oh god,"
Yeah.
falls on the floor.
He stopped running after the ball, and we were like, "Okay, that's not good."
Yeah,
Comes off.
fuck.
McKenty goes down, goes off. Gordon gets clattered, and then looks like he's going to be out for the season. He's writhing in agony. We're like, "Oh my
Yeah.
god!" He manages
Yeah,
to
that was
survive
really
the rest of the half, and then in the second half, shortly after we come back out,
Yeah, he was
goes
off.
down again, and then he's off.
Yeah, he was on
So
the floor when we
probably
came out. He was off.
recurrence of that thing. So, but we still. The funny thing is, after all that, that's when we actually looked better, and then went
Yeah.
on and won the game. So
That's the thing. Yeah, it's
we've got the strength in depth.
it
haven't we?
shows how great our depth is and how vital it's going to be this season for our definite playoff place at the end of this season. Baby, come out.
When you've got one of the best squads in the league, you can afford to lose some key players like that and
That's it.
still bounce back the way we did.
Evo, what's the score? Evo, what's the score?
Evo, what's the score? Hopefully, we can keep this almost flawless start going, and hopefully,
So that's 4 wins
not all
in-
them three are going to be serious. You'd think probably one
4
of the
wins.
three will end up being a long termer or a medium termer.
Yeah,
Hopefully, the other two will be
Praying.
a shorties.
yeah. I'm
If you had to
praying.
lose
Oh,
one of the
God.
three on a sort of semi long, who would you? Not that you wish it on anyone, but who
No,
do
of
you
course
not want? Who must not be injured out of the three long
out
term?
of the three, oh, that's really hard. Liam Gordon. I'm going straight. Yeah,
Totally agree.
and then Josh Gordon, and then Oshie McKennie. But
Not
I think
because-
all of them are vital and great, amazing players that I don't want to lose.
Absolutely. But we have more depth at centre back. We've got
Yeah.
unbelievable depth at centre back. And then even up
Exactly.
front, we've got some good depth. So, we've got Cleary, Lowe's doing brilliant.
Yep.
But, I mean, Lakin went over to replace Gordon and then Earing came on in the middle. And it did look like it was going all right. Maybe Lakin might do better over there where he's got a bit more space maybe out wide.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah,
Because he's been
did-
struggling, to be fair. He was poor in the
To be
first
honest,
half
yeah,
today.
when he was in more of the centre, them 2 shots he had were way off, and he was just jittery on the ball.
That
and then,
crossfield pass
but
was
when
terrible.
Earing came into that, like you said, Earing was looking commanding, and when he's next to Sturk as well, Sturk's just absolutely solid all the time. Yeah, so
But I said
I'm-
before the season
not worried
that we
really,
needed. What happens if Gordon gets
Just in
injured? Do
case.
we have an actual left wing back who can play there? Maybe Alan
Exactly.
can play there. Turns out Lakin's the answer right now.
yeah,
But
We'll
basically, it's not great. Like if he's out for 6 months, that is not ideal.
It's
But-
not ideal, but
I'm sure King Sadler will work it out. I have to say, on Sadler, his renaissance continues. I mean, I don't know how you could be watching this now unless you're just so dug in, as many members of Twitter are, that are just in the, the Danny Johnson fan club and the Sadler
Yeah.
hate club. They just need us to lose so they can be right. They can't possibly reverse course
Yeah,
because they're so dug in.
They're dug
Unless
in.
you're one of them,
They're
I don't know
sold on
how
it.
you can look at this and say it's not better than Flynn,
Yep.
Taylor, all the people
Taylor.
we've had in the
Yeah.
last 5 years. There's drive. There's a clear philosophy and playing style now. Aggressive, energetic, creative,
Yep.
open, going forward.
Just everyone's going forward, all the time, and it just looks amazing.
I think he's doing a brilliant job coaching the players because it's not just having good players. You have to. He's the one who's
That's it,
making
that's
them
it.
look so good.
we still, even last season, everyone wasn't happy with, most people weren't happy with Sadler, but I still saw improvement, you know what I mean? But I think he's learnt to use his subs and not be so defensive, and that's all he fucking needed, man. Just like, I feel like, people like Flynn, they think they've got an ideal and they think they know what they're doing, but they don't. Whereas Sadler's a new manager. If he can be influenced by the good people he's got around him, because he has got good staff, you know what I mean? So, and he'll be flying, man. And he is, to be fair. It's going so good, man. 4 out of 5? 4 wins and 1 loss. Or
2
is that
cup
5?
wins,
Yeah.
3 wins out of 4 in the league.
Oh, that's it. Yeah. 4.
So
4
it's very
wins,
good.
1 loss. That's beautiful, man. Unbeaten at home.
5 out of 6 in terms of
4
cup and
wins
league.
at home.
Yeah, so I think Sadler's doing a fantastic job. He is moulding them very well. There's a great philosophy there.
Yeah.
And we're not being so defensive. Like you said, we're using the subs, which is one of his big weaknesses before. I mean, today he had no choice, really. He had to use 3 by
Of
55
course.
minutes. But
Yeah.
yeah,
I mean,
It's
even
going
when he
well.
was forced to make subs that he wouldn't. I mean, he might have subbed Josh Gordon off at 60 or something around then, or but he would have never took Liam Gordon off. He would have never took Oshie McKenzie off, I don't think. So yeah, it just goes to show, even under that pressure, we're still coming out with 3 points, and it could have been 4-0 really. I mean, it was just a lapse of concentration really that let that goal in. But yeah, we should have been scoring way more than that. That was domination. Like, they had nothing, man. Cheltenham had nothing. So I couldn't be happier going forward. September's going to be nice. Blues on Tuesday.
Well, despite the optimism going in with the signings and with building on what we did last season, with coming very close to finishing the playoffs, I don't think anyone could have predicted that we'd be second 4 games in, flying, and more importantly, more shockingly,
exactly,
a brilliant cup run, which every fan loves, especially in the lower leagues. To beat 2 League One teams and be into the 3rd round against Leicester. I remember when we had Leicester, that was so cool when we had Leicester. That was when Gile was there. If anyone's listening, right, and if anybody out there, if you're listening and you remember going to that Leicester game in the FA Cup and you were in the end right by the away fans, which we strategically placed ourselves for the highest comedy possible.
Yeah.
There was a Gile guy. And it's one of the best memories ever. There was a guy in our end. Was he in our end or their end?
He was in our end.
He was a Gile as one of us.
He was just we were going mad at them, but he was closer to them.
But he had a Gile.
He was literally right next to their fans, and we were kind of far off, but we were going mad.
And he was proper going for it. But then he was getting some good chants about his Gile from all the Leicester fans, and he's kind of like an icon, to be fair. And I want to know him, and really we should get him on the podcast if possible.
Yeah, if you're out here listening and you want a Gile, then
if you know Gile and you can give us more info on him, genuinely hit us up on the socials, because we love the Gile guy. It's one of my favourite memories of going to games.
100%. I want to know where that was.
But Leicester are coming back to town, this time in the big bad boy Carabao. I wonder if there'll be any sort of free Carabaos on display at the game.
I wish. Definitely not.
Could they not do us like some sort of like Jaeger bombs, but like Carabao bombs?
Ooh, that would be a game changer.
That would be pretty cool. Ooh. Madri and Carabao.
Madri and Carabao.
Madri
Banks's and Carabao in a shop.
Carabanks. Give me a Carabanks.
Can I have a Carabanks, please?
I'll have a pint of Carabanks. But I am very excited for that. That is obviously something that, mark in the calendar. I think the missus is going to be away, so that's going to be a Tuesday night to remember.
Because I feel like, we've got a lot more chance with this one. 100%.
Might have to call in sick the next day for that one.
Last time we played them was a good game. We had a good game.
Do you think that'll be a good turnout for that?
They only scored off a penalty and beat us 1-0.
Oh yeah, we only lost 1-0. We played really well in that game, and that was when we were shit, to be fair.
Exactly, so I'm saying this time around we could...
I think we could turn them over.
We might be able to, don't want to...
Because they're going to be low on morale. I think they're getting spanked every week in the Prem, aren't they?
Exactly.
So they're going to be low on morale. They'll probably play the kids. We should put out our strongest team. We should pack the place.
Yeah, we'll pack the place.
It was rammed for the cup game. I don't know if it'll be rammed as much... Sorry, for the FA Cup. Do you reckon it'll be... What do you reckon the turnout will be like?
I still think it'll be good. I still think it could be a sellout because they are
night,
quite
and it ain't a Saturday afternoon FA Cup 3 o'clock in the sun. It's a Tuesday night.
Yeah. That changes a lot, but...
I still think we'll have a decent... It won't be like a normal Tuesday night cup game, surely.
I think Leicester is close enough for it to be still a really good attendance on the Tuesday night because...
I'm excited.
Oh, man. Can't wait.
I'm extremely excited for that. So there's a lot of optimism in the air. We hope it lasts.
Yeah.
But let's have a look what we got in store for us in September then, talking about keeping the optimism going. So first is on September the 3rd, which is next Tuesday, I think.
Yeah.
We return to Football League trophy action, my favourite competition that every year I'm calling out for us to take seriously, but we never do. Hopefully we will take it seriously. We're away at St Andrews, which we should be going to.
Yeah.
If my car gets through its MOT.
But let's just try and go anyway.
Let's just try and go.
Yeah.
So Blues away.
I think
Football League trophy.
What do you reckon?
What's it called these days? I know it's a bit of a running gag, but
I've got it up on here.
It's called the Papa John
Even
Street
Google doesn't
Motors.
know what it's called. Even Google doesn't know. It's just called EFL for fucking trophy. Oh, Bristol Street Motors. Is that what
Bristol Street Motors trophy?
I feel like I'm sponsored by him.
Guys, so
Jesus
Bristol
Christ.
Street Motors, by the way, if you're looking to sponsor a podcast, a sort of like budding one, like a fledgling type of deal, then jump on now while you can.
Fulham have already beat Shrewsbury in our group in this
when did that happen?
Bristol Street
They're already getting
Motors.
underway. Fulham under 21s and Shrewsbury. No
so we've got
around.
Shrewsbury as well. That's pretty cool. We've
Two
got
local
Birmingham
derbies.
and Shrewsbury here.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That's cool to be fair. I'm down for that.
But I think, there's the potential that they're going to spank us, but it is what it is.
So we'll be at St Andrews watching us batter them, and hopefully that could be our ticket to Wembley. Finally this year, Sadler, come on.
Oh, man, come on.
Try in the Football League Trophy, because no one else will try, and you only have to try a bit, and you've got every chance to get into a quarter or a semi, and then if you get to a quarter, who knows what could happen from there.
You never know.
September 7th, we're away at MK. To be fair, that could be another one worth targeting.
Maybe, actually.
Because we've got a buddy down there, haven't we?
That's it. Maybe we should.
We could probably go to that.
And it will be a good game.
It will be a good game.
Because they've got a good squad as well, aren't they?
Go and spank them.
We'll
September 14th at home to Bradford. Again, obviously in League 2.
Yeah, definitely be there. That'll be a good game as well. But
that will be hopefully another win for us. I would feel confident at that game for sure. And then this is where it gets a bit interesting, is at the moment, until they figure everything out, we are playing 2 games on the 17th of September.
According to Google, there's 2 games on the 17th.
We're playing Leicester at home in the League Cup, in the Carabao, and also Fulham under-21s in the Bristol Street Kazoo Trophy at the same time. So, I mean, we're going to be playing like against 22 men, like at the same time.
Combined team.
It's going to be Fulham and Leicester, 22 men on one side.
Oh, God.
And us 11.
Premier League 1 and 2 going against us at once.
It's going to be a Premier League team and a Premier League team's kids against us.
Yeah.
So I'll give us every chance.
I don't know. What do you think? What are you putting your money on? Leicester? They'll prioritise Leicester, surely.
I think they might. I mean, I don't know which one, like... because they can't move a Carabao to the weekend, can they? I was going to say, could they try and... Because of the two,
could do either weekend.
If they were going to move one of them to a more prestigious TV type thing, it would be obviously the Carabao.
Leicester,
but like, because the Fulham thing ain't going to be... I don't even know if anyone will be able to watch that, no matter how, creative they are with their viewing habits. But we'll see. But at some point in September, you got to think we'll be playing both of those games somehow. But at the moment, they're both on the 17th of September. One of them will be on the 17th. Another one will be at some other time. But I intend to go to Leicester. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to watch the Fulham kids.
Yeah,
I don't care enough about that. But I do hope we win it, and I hope we carry on in that cup. I do think it's worth targeting. If I was the manager, I'd care about it a lot. But I'm not going to go to it.
No, same.
But Leicester,
can't wait for Leicester. That's going to be great.
September 21st, Salford away. That could be tough. I do fancy Salford to be up there this year. I don't know how they're doing so far.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I fancy them. Going into the season, I fancied them.
Yeah. Going into it, yeah. Going into it, they always seem like it because, they throw the money about, but I don't know. It's like, bring up the table. Let's see.
Curse of the commentator, they are 21st.
So Salford have
2 draws from 3
terrible
games.
start.
But I fancy them to do all right. So I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be over the moon about that one. Then we've got Colchester at home.
Colchester at home
on the 28th, and again, that rounds up another 7-match month. No joke. When you're in League 2, and you play 7 matches every month.
7. We thought 6 was mad last season. I remember talking about 6 was
mate. Crazy. That's what happens when you never go out of any cups. That's what happens if you're a true class team. You just have to get used to playing a lot of games. 4 League 2 games. That's the thing. If we weren't so class, we'd only have the 4 League 2 games. But we got the 2 Bristol Street Papa John's games because we are so... They want us in it because we're so good. And then League Cup, obviously, we just keep on rolling. So they have to keep us in there. October will be in there as well. Going away to Anfield or wherever we'll be doing.
Gonna be bad.
So I am very, very optimistic about that September. I mean,
same.
I think we can get 9 points out of those 3 league games. Or at the very least 7 or...
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling positive about it. I don't want to get
I feel good.
So September's going to be a bad boy thing.
Fantastic.
It's going to be
September. It's been a brilliant August. I mean, as you can probably hear, we are... I'd love to like juxtapose this with like one of them months halfway through last season when I was just like inconsolably angry.
And I'm just trying to make the best out of it, and you're just like, yo, just saddle her out, man, saddle her out. And I'm just but now, looking at it now, it's just, it's beautiful, man. It's absolutely beautiful. It's all coming to fruition. I feel like Trivella saw this, and it didn't work out in the first one, but now I'm getting a Sadler tattoo on my face. It's all changed. You know?
Sadler, come on, bro. You got one chance against Leicester. One chance to...
One shot.
One shot, one opportunity to seize everything you've ever wanted.
Exactly,
for one moment,
everything you've ever dreamed of.
and get that win.
Get that dub.
Get us into that, away tie at Anfield or
man.
Old Trafford or something. It'd be so fun.
Or Molyneux or something.
Why
That'd
don't
be
we ever
cool as
get...
well.
Look, we got to the third round. We did our bit.
Yeah.
Leave us alone with this Leicester at home shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We already did that. God, no one cares.
Yeah,
I'm going to enjoy it still, but come on, we could have been
Even
playing...
if it was Leicester away, it would have been slightly
That'd
different.
be worse, to be fair.
Well, it would have been worse,
I don't
obviously,
care
because
about
I don't care
Leicester.
about Leicester, but you know what I mean? At least it would have been different. Why have we got the same?
I think I said to you or
what are
someone...
the odds of that?
When we went through, I was like, we'll definitely get a shit newly promoted Premier League. We'll get a team that are definitely going to beat us, and it isn't glamorous, which is the worst.
Yeah.
You'd rather have a League 2 team that you can beat, or a League 1 team you can beat, or you want guaranteed 5-0 shellacking, but in a class historic stadium.
Exactly, yeah. Where you can just have a good day out.
Instead, it's going to be a limp into a 1-0 loss against Leicester.
Which is what it was last time. But yeah, I still feel like it's going to be a good atmosphere, a good turnout, and we've got way more potential to do something with this fixture than a year or two ago.
You know what we'll be singing though when to the Leicester
I
fans?
think it was.
2-0 down on your big day out.
2-0
On your big day out. 2-0 on your big day out. We brought that out for Cheltenham today because it was their big day out to come to the Poundland Best
Yeah,
Cup.
there was 200 of them.
A couple of lads behind us thought
amazing.
that wasn't the apt champ, but I thought it was. I think it is their big day out.
I think it actually is. Yeah.
12-fingered
There didn't look many of them.
mongrels.
There wasn't many of them, but it was definitely their big day out. That's big to them. 100%.
Listen, right, all of you coming to the Poundland Best
The
Cup.
Poundland.
It's always your big day out when we let you grace our pitch. Look, how good is our
Exactly.
pitch, though, to be fair?
Our pitch is beautiful.
I was down there on the
100%.
sidelines earlier. I was thinking, bloody hell.
It's bloody
You
beautiful.
could eat off that.
For real. I've stepped on it. And I'm on
Remember
it.
when I fell over on it that time?
I remember.
That was hard.
You're on the highlights as well.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I can't believe I didn't get memed harder for
Oh
that.
shit. I should clip that. I'll
People
put that on
don't
TikTok
bring
in a bit.
That was when Swindon beat us and went up in the playoffs. And they had a big police cordon on the pitch because they were all getting on the pitch. And then I was so enraged.
That was
and
the
I ran on
5-0.
pitch
That's
on my
why I
own
hate.
and
That's
fell
why
over.
we hate. If anyone wonders why we hate Swindon, that's why.
That's why.
Them. And there was a 4-0.
And then Flynn went there, which just
and then Flynn
compounded
went
my
there,
hate.
little cunt.
Yeah.
Someone else
They're like
did.
the
Mayonnaise there,
Osadibi of teams, isn't it?
Yeah. That's a team.
Just the worst.
Oh, man.
Just ugh. What even is Swindon, you know what I mean?
He's with. I swear he's with Knowles and Labadie or something at Forest Green now.
Are they having another reunion? Why are all these teams
Well,
having
they're all having
reunions of all
reunions.
of our rejects
There's
together?
at least 3 players at every club.
Why would you look
Not
at
everyone,
what we've
but
been
a
doing
couple.
in the last few years and
Yeah,
go, let's
and go,
get all of the get the
yo.
band together?
Get the band together, boys.
Jesus, bring one of them in, maybe. Don't bring them all together. Look what they do when they are together.
That kind of shows, to be fair, that the other teams that are shit are doing what we did because, you know, they're trying to get to where we were last season, which was kind of just about scraping kind of playoff places. And now, obviously, we're looking fucking sick. You know
Ain't no scraping
and they're
anymore,
looking
bro.
at us like, oh shit, we've got the rejects, but these
Ain't no
Donnies are going
scraping
to roll
anymore,
over,
bro.
man. It's going to be nice.
We used to struggle to snatch a 1-0 win when we had all of our best players and we were quote,
All fit.
flying.
Yeah.
Now, all our best players get sent off injured and then we're still just bossing. We are we're a machine.
Bennett and DJ, Draper and DJ, and we were still pretty shit. You know
I
what
feel like we
Even then.
might swing a bit high and low on this podcast in terms of
Yeah.
winning 3 out of 4 games and then quotes
the first month
we
we
are
literally-
absolutely amazing and then yeah.
I think that's what people like about this podcast because we're just
The
so
people who
bipolar.
listen to it.
The
do.
2
They're
people that listen to it would just love the bipolarness of this of our minds.
Thanks for listening to From Poundland to Paradise. Like, subscribe, tell your mates,
Tell them what.
hit us up on socials.
Love it.
Talk to us, tell us that you like the show.
Tell us you hate it.
Tell
as
us
well.
to keep making it or tell us not to make it.
Tell us to fuck
just
off.
tell us that you're real, you know what I mean? Because it's kind of
Yeah, that you exist and you're out
talking
there.
into the void.
Hello.
The analytics tell us that some of you do exist, but then I think, maybe
Are they
Joe's
real?
just pretend doing the fake
Oh,
listen,
just
so it
trying to
feels
do
like
a.
you
Just
know
keep
what I mean?
refreshing the page. Yeah.
Just tell us that you're out there. It would genuinely.
Thanks, guys.
I mean, it would help. It's already so positive my feeling about Walsall, but it would be even more positive if I knew that you were real.
We could
human
actually
beings and not
join.
bots.
Exactly. Last season, on a serious note, it was so doom and gloom most of the time. who were just like, fuck me. We're just moaning at each other, and that's just great. But, you know, now it's just like, come on, we need a fucking promotion celebration already. Good, let's
So if
go.
you're thinking this is outstanding
Come on, guys.
entertainment, you know who to thank, and that's Matt Sadler and the boys, because it wouldn't be this entertaining if it weren't for them entertaining us on the pitch.
Exactly.
We love you all. Joe, where's the socials?
Love you all. So, at From Poundland to Paradise on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and then on Twitter, it's a Walsall FC Pod.
Love you, boys. Love you, girls. Stay safe. Stay holy. Peace.